Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look into the future, as the future has a cold pattern showing up for early October and maybe even to middle October. As we continue on the GFS here, you can see the remnants of Tropical Storm Beta move its way out of the US and slowly off the coast. Then as you take a look north, you see a polar jet come down into the US. You could see the blue lines, which means extremely below average, eventually come into the middle and eventually even into the eastern part of the US. It makes its way so far south that it even gets down to Long Island. This usually doesn't come down until late November, maybe even late this October, but we're having an early October this year. If this were to be right, this cold line would be right here. As we continue, this is where the start of the cold front is. It's actually, it's down here, all the way down to Florida. This is good because we'll have no tropical storms impact the US for a little bit. Maybe this little thing will pop up off the coast, but no harm. But as we continue, another cold front comes down, but this is at the end of the run. Anything could happen. A couple days ago, or actually a few runs ago, it had a hurricane come into Florida, and this is the remnants of it. If we take a look at the CMC, the Canadian, it also shows a similar fate. Tropical Storm Beta makes its way out off the coast, and then a cold front come all the way down. Not as cold as the GFS, but still pretty cold. If we take a look at the European, we can see it also has a lot of cold come down. It's almost similar to the GFS, actually. It shows it rebound. Look, it shows it the cold air coming up and recirculating down into the east. If we take a look at the GFS on how cold it thinks it will be, it shows. Ooh, excuse me. This is the new run coming out. It shows the cold coming down. That's a big blob of cold air, and actually sticking into the east because you have a negative NAO up in the polar jet area, and we have a positive PNA, Pacific Relation Oscillatory. All this hot air is keeping this cold air into the east. It has two ridges, one out here and one over here. It can't go anywhere. It can't go south. It can't go back up north. So it just sits there creating cold air for the east and middle country. This is all, at least for the eastern area of the U.S., the cold air comes in about Wednesday morning. And if we could see, this cold air sticks around for a while. And then it finally starts to warm up by Tuesday. That's almost a week of cold air persistent. And then if this were to be right, you'll have more cold air coming down. If you take a look at what NOAA thinks of this, it also shows this cold air is coming. As of right now, you can see the cold air coming into the east. For some reason, has Maine right now is warm. That'll switch. But the bulk of the cold air will be in the central part of the country. It'll be cooler in the eastern part. And then in the western part of the U.S. will be really hot, because you have a positive PNA out there, causing a ridge to be caused, and then a negative NAO, which causes a ridge in the polar area, and forcing down all the cold air. If we take a look at the precip, it shows it's mostly going to be dry. Maybe in the southwest of the country, and the northeast will be average, or maybe even a little bit above, but everywhere else it will be below. Oh, also Alaska will be above, too. That's it today, a short little video, but maybe a sign of winter is to come. I hope everybody has a good day. See you soon.